Hi students, welcome to mathematics class. Today we are going to discuss new chapter transformations. Coming to this chapter which is very important. So please concentrate on this chapter. So coming to the theorem number 1. If a comma b belongs to capital R, then we need to prove that sine of a plus b plus sine of a minus b is equals to 2 sine a into cos b. So which is very important So here look at that statement, especially the sum or the difference is going to change into a product of two functions. See, a plus b, a minus b. Sum or the difference, and which is converted into sin a into cos b, product of the two functions. So the sum or the difference is transforming into product of two functions. So coming to proof, first consider the LHS, that is sine of a plus b plus sine of a minus b. Just expand the formula for sine of a plus b, sin a into cos b plus cos a into sin b. Now you can expand sine of a minus b formula, sin a into cos b minus cos a into sin b. So here positive cos a sin b and minus cos a sin b getting cancelled. Now sin a into cos b plus sin a into cos b. Both are positive, no? So and moreover like terms, hence 2 sin a into cos b. So sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b is equals to 2 sin a into cos b. The sum or the difference is transforming into product of two functions. So coming to the second theorem, sin of a plus b minus sin of a minus b, which is equals to 2 cos a into sin b. So same formulas, just we need to change the sign. Okay. So once again write the formula for sin of a plus b and sin of a minus b. What is the formula for sin of a plus b? Sin a into cos b plus cos a into sin b, and the symbol is minus here. So whenever there is a minus, just you can keep the bracket Okay. So now sin a into cos b plus cos a into sin b, and before the bracket there is a minus, no? So multiply with minus sin a into cos b, minus into minus plus cos a into sin b. So plus sin a cos b minus sin A cos B gets cancelled. Now look at the remaining two terms, cos A sin B plus cos A sin B. So 2 cos A sin B. So therefore the result number 2, sin of A plus B minus sin of A minus B, which is equals to 2 cos A into sin B. So coming to the next result, so we just completed sin of A plus B plus sin of A minus B, sin of A minus B minus sin of A plus B minus sin of A minus B, right? So now cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B is equals to, can you guess? 2 cos A into cos B. Same as the previous one, consider the LHS, cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. Okay. So formula of cos of A plus B, cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B plus, now cos of A minus B formula, cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. See here, minus sin A sin B plus sin A sin B gets cancelled. So first term cos A into cos B and second term also cos A into cos B. If you add, we get 2 cos A into cos B. In the same manner, we can also prove that cos of A plus B minus cos of A minus B is equals to, you know what it is? Guess if you can. Cos of A plus B minus cos of A minus B, which is minus 2 sin A into sin B. So same as above. Formula for cos of A plus B, cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B minus formula of cos of A minus B, cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. So before the bracket there is a minus, isn't it? So multiply with minus now. Minus cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. So this time plus cos A cos B minus cos A cos B gets cancelled, and rest of them are both are negative, no? Minus sin A sin B minus sin A sin B, which is minus 2 sin A into sin B. So therefore cos of A plus B minus cos of A minus B is equals to minus 2 sin A into sin B. Or otherwise, the same formula can be written in the form of, see, if you want to eliminate that minus, let us multiply with minus on both sides. Then cos of a minus b minus cos of a plus b is equals to, when you multiply with the minus, then this becomes plus 2 sin a into sin b. So both are same. So these are very very important results, my dear. See what we learnt: sum and difference of trigonometric functions can be transformed into product. Similarly, product of two trigonometric functions can also represented as sum or difference. That is what the name of the chapter, transformations, right? So look at the one more theorem, theorem number 2. Sin c plus sin d, which is equals to 2 into sin of c plus d by 2 into cos of c minus d by 2. So this is also same as the previous one. So we use the previous results to prove it. What we know, that sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b, which is equals to 2 sin a into cos b. Okay, both are same. Just by using this result, we are going to prove the above one. So let us suppose assume that a plus b is equals to c and a minus b as some d. Just we are changing the variables here. Instead of a and b, we write c and d. Now let us add these two, c plus d, a plus b plus a minus b plus b minus b gets cancelled. Now c plus d is equals to 2a, and from this c plus d by 2 is equals to capital A. Therefore a is equals to c plus d by 2. In the same manner, let us find c minus d. So c is nothing but a plus b minus d is a minus b. So once again there is a minus before this bracket, hence signs are going to be changed. Minus a plus b. So plus a minus a gets cancelled. Then c minus d is equals to 2b. So from this c minus d by 2 is equals to b. So see what we got, and please consider this first one as equation number 1. Now just 1 implies, so see how this first equation is going to be transformed. Okay, just we need to replace c in the place of a plus b and d in the place of a minus b. Hence the first one becomes sin c plus sin d is equals to 2 sin, what is meant by a, we got c plus d by 2 no, into cos of b is nothing but c minus d by 2. So the above result is transformed into sin c plus sin d is equals to 2 sin c plus d by 2 into cos c minus d by 2. Right? So look at the next result. Just you need to replace plus with minus. Then sin c minus sin d is equals to 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. So same as the previous one, sin of a plus b minus sin of a minus b is equals to what we know that, which is equals to 2 cos a into sin b. Let it be considered as equation 1, and the rest of them are same. Once again, a plus b you can assume it as c, and a minus b you can assume it as d, and find c plus d and c minus d. Finally we get a is equals to c plus d by 2 and b is equals to c minus d by 2. So now if you change the particular things, then 1 implies sin of a plus b. A plus b can be written as c, no? Sin c minus a minus b can be written as d. So sin c minus sin d, which is equals to 2 cos, and a is nothing but c plus d by 2 into sin b. B is nothing but c minus d by 2. So finally sin c minus sin d is equals to 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. So very important these results, and will be helpful while solving of a problem. So coming to the theorem number 3, cos c plus cos d, which is equals to 2 cos c plus d by 2 into cos c minus d by 2. So this is also same as the previous things, ma. So this time we know that cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b, which is equals to 2 cos a into cos b. So let it be equation number 1. Okay. So once again we can assume it c is equals to a plus b and d is equals to a minus b. Finally on adding and on subtracting we get a is equals to c plus d by 2 and b is equals to c minus d by 2. So let us substitute in equation 1. Cos of a plus b we considered as c plus cos of a minus b we considered as d. So cos c plus cos d is equals to 2 cos c plus d by 2 into cos c minus d by 2. So coming to the theorem number 4, this time cos c minus cos d, which is equals to minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. Okay. So can you try? Once again, the fourth result, what we know, that cos of a plus b minus cos of a minus b is equals to minus 2 sin a into sin b. So let it be equation 1, and once again c is equals to a plus b and d is equals to a minus b. Therefore 1 implies cos c minus cos d is equals to minus 2 sin of c plus d by 2 into sin of c minus d by 2. Okay. Or otherwise, the same formula we can also write it into cos c minus cos d is equals to, that minus you can give it inside sin of c plus d by 2 is equals to into this minus, if I give it inside, then sin of minus theta, anyhow minus sin theta, no? So if I take this minus inside, then c minus d by 2 can be written as minus of d minus c by 2. So if you want to give it this minus inside the sign, then minus of sign becomes now minus of c minus d by 2 is nothing but d minus c by 2. So these four formulas, especially sin c plus sin d, sin c minus sin d, cos c plus cos d, and cos c minus cos d. So these are very, very important for us. Okay. So if possible, please go through the concepts once again and please practice this. And now let us see how these formulas are useful while solving of a problem. And here is the question number 1. Prove that cos a plus cos b divided by sin a minus sin b whole to the power of n plus sin a plus sin b divided by cos a minus cos b whole to the power of n is 0 if n is odd and is equals to 2 into cot to the power of n of a minus b by 2 when n is even. So there are two conditions, if n is even and if n is odd. See, if n is odd, then the answer is 0, and if n is even, then we need to prove that 2 into cot to the power of n of a minus b by 2. So just look at here, numerator and denominators. Almost all the four formulas are involved here. So coming to LHS, what it is? Cos A plus cos B by sin A minus sin B whole to the power of n plus sin A plus sin B divided by cos A minus cos B whole to the power of n. See, first one is cos C plus cos D. This is just like cos C plus cos D, but the only thing is, instead of C and D, we have here again A and B. And don't think that this is not at all equals to cos of A plus B or cos of A minus B. Please take care. A and B, just like cos C plus cos D. And denominator is sin C minus sin D. sin C plus sin B, sin C plus sin D by cos C minus cos D. So all the four formulas we can use here. So coming to the numerator, cos A plus cos B, which is cos C plus cos D, no? 2 cos C plus D by 2. C plus D by 2 is nothing but A plus B by 2 into cos A minus B by 2 divided by 2 cos A plus B by 2 into sin A minus B by 2 whole to the power of n, plus what about this, like sin C plus sin D, 2 sin A plus B by 2 into cos A minus B by 2 divided by minus 2 sin A plus B by 2 into sin A minus B by 2 whole to the power of n. So observe this carefully. 2 and 2 getting cancelled. Even cos of A plus B by 2, cos of A plus B by 2 also gets cancelled. Now look at here, in the place of theta, this is A minus B by 2, A minus B by 2. That is cos theta by sin theta. Cos theta by sin theta, no? Theta is same. So what it is? Cos by sin. Cot, no? So cot of A minus B by 2 whole to the power of n plus same manner 2 cancel, even sin of A plus B by 2 also gets cancelled. Once again the angle is same, no? Both angles are same, A minus B by 2, just like cos theta by sin theta, and moreover there is a minus. So minus cot of A minus B by 2 whole to the power of n. Hence this can be solved in two cases. Case 1, if n is odd. What happens if n is odd? Anyhow, first one is positive only, no? Whether for even or odd, n can be odd, can treat. So now coming to the second part, if n is odd, then this becomes minus cot of A minus B by 2. Both gets cancelled, hence answer is 0. What we need to prove? The condition number 1, 0 if n is odd. Coming to case 2, if n is even, then first one cot of A minus B by 2, whereas second one, see, minus becomes now positive, no, because of even power. So cot of A minus B by 2. So both are same, just like cot theta and cot theta. Two cot A minus B by 2. Sorry, actually here there is a power n, isn't it? Cot power n plus cot power n, which is equals to 2 into cot power n of A minus B by 2 when it is even. So coming to the next question, If sin A is equals to sin B, comma cos A is equals to cos B, then show that capital A is equals to 2n pi plus B. So given that sin A is equals to sin B, and if you bring this side, sin A minus sin B is equals to 0. So this is like sin C minus sin D, no? What is it? 2 cos A plus B by 2 into sin A minus B by 2. Let it be 1. Also given that cos A is equals to cos B. So from this, cos A minus cos B is equals to 0. Okay. Which is equals to minus 2 sin of A plus B by 2 into sin of A minus B by 2, which is equals to 0. Let it be equation number 2. Okay, so just we applied the formula of sin C minus sin D and cos C minus cos D. So finally we got equation 1 and equation 2. This is 0, no? So now from equation 1 and equation 2. See, when product of two functions is 0, that means either first function is 0 or second one is 0. Similarly, here also first one is 0 or second one is 0, but see here in both there is a term sin of A minus B by 2. So finally we can write that sin of A minus B by 2 is equals to 0. Right? So this is furtherly we can write it as sin of A minus B by 2 is equals to 0. Instead of 0 is nothing but I can write it as sin 0 or sin 180 or sin 360, 2 pi, etc. etc. So all these values are equals to 0, no? So this is sin of A minus B by 2 is equals to, see, I can write it all together as n pi, sin n pi, where n is a integer. Okay, ma? So now if you compare A minus B by 2 is equals to n pi and A minus B is equals to 2n pi, and from this A is equals to 2n pi plus B. So therefore capital A is equals to 2n pi plus B. Is it clear to you? So that is why, my dear, I always tell you that when you are good at concept, then only we can solve the problems of trigonometry. So especially any problem from this chapter, if you want to solve, you must good at the basic concepts what we discuss, especially in this class. Okay, so please go through this video and practice the results along with the proofs. Okay, especially sin C plus sin D, sin C minus sin D, cos C plus cos D, and even cos C minus cos D. Right? Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.